We come to this now. The Democratic Alliance is gearing up for its elective Congress this coming weekend in Midrand. Party leader John Steenhuisen is seeking a second term. Former Johannesburg Mpho Phalatse is challenging him for the party's top job. Now, Helen Zille is expected to be re-elected as the party's Federal Council chair. But to find out exactly how the preparations are going, I'm now joined by DA's Federal Congress presiding officer, Greg Krumbock, joining me this afternoon. And Greg, thank you so much for your time, Greg, and good afternoon to you. The first and second well around the corner, that's D-Day for the Democratic Alliance as you host your Federal Congress. Everything going according to plan so far?
Everything going to plan. Good afternoon to you and also to our viewers on eNCA. We're very happy with the way things have gone. Our elections at branch level and amongst our councillors to determine our delegates went very smoothly. We have a certified roll that's now been signed off. The opening ceremony, I believe, is going to be very inspiring and give a lot of hope to South Africans. And we have very smooth arrangements going forward to our voting processes on Sunday morning. So at about 2 o'clock, from there onwards to 2:30, we'll be announcing the new leadership of the Democratic Alliance to take us into the 2024 election. And most of all, I'm really pleased about the fact that I believe our Congress will start dead on time on Saturday morning.
I mean, as far as campaigning is concerned, I mean, how would you describe it? We understand that in as far as your policies are concerned, or at least your appeal to those campaigning, you did encourage robust campaigning, but did say it still has to be in line with the best interests of both the party as well as the DA supporters.
So I think the campaigning has been, in the main, along those lines that you described. Our standards of conduct relating to internal elections have basically been complied with. Occasionally, you do get candidates that perhaps are a little bit over-exuberant, but then we have processes whereby I and my presiding officers, Bridget Masango and Dr. Meni Gondwe, will get together with those candidates and say, please just stick to the script and to the rules, and that more or less has happened. So campaigning, I think, has been vibrant. I think there's been a number of manifestos sketching very clear and detailed visions for the future of our party and indeed of our country. And we think the elections on Sunday will be characterized by free and fair campaigning and that all our candidates will accept the results.
And as far as Gwen Ngwenya's resignation is concerned, especially at a significant time as this for the DA, would it have an impact at all? I understand, of course, her announcing even on social media that she has accepted a job in the private sector, heading policy there, but she did play a critical role as well in shaping policy within the DA. Does her resignation impact the party's plans for this weekend at all?
Well, I don't think it affects the weekend. We've known about Gwen's impending retirement to move into the private sector for some time. It's of great credit to her that she completed the work she was doing on policies before she moved to the private sector. And we wish her only the best. It's a lifetime opportunity for her. And I think she was right to actually say it's time for something else. And I'm sure she's going to be as successful there as she was driving our policy process within the DA.
Yeah. And Greg, I suppose with just in terms of what the country is currently going on right now, the issues that affect South Africa negatively, we can go on and on naming them, be it, the impact of these blackouts, the current unemployment statistics, the cost of living, if I can mention just a few. What kind of a leader is the DA looking for right now? As, supporters of the DA, members of the DA come in to vote for their next executive, what would you say is the leader that's needed for a time as this in the country?
Well, I think you sketched it very well. I mean, it is a fact that our country is in very, very deep trouble. We're literally tottering at the edge of the abyss now. And I think what South Africa is looking for is leaders with integrity. We haven't seen that in the light of the Phala scandal. We've been mired in corruption as a country for many, many years. And I think what South Africa wants and what the DA is going to choose is leaders with integrity, leaders with a vision for the future, leaders who have a plan to get South Africa moving again and get us out of this death spiral that we are in the moment, and leaders with capacity. We have in the metro that we run in Cape Town, in other structures, councils and municipalities have a good track record by and large in governing. And that experience and that track record of success is what we will be promoting after this Congress as a reason to vote for the DA in 2024. So those are the kind of leaderships that we are looking to elect, and I believe we will get that on Sunday.
All right, well, thank you for speaking to us. The DS Federal Congress presiding officer, Greg Krumbock, thank you so much for your time this afternoon.